From being a villain to a billion spell cards and carting away corpses. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Interesting Touhou Facts, the series where I talk about facts from Touhou that I find either fun, unusual, or simply interesting. So without further ado, let's begin the Interesting Touhou Facts number 41. Number 5. I wanted to talk about the Buddhism crew for a bit. In case you didn't know, the main thing about UFO was trying to free Byakuren from Magi, and soon after that, the Mirin temple was built. Once it was built, many of the girls started to live there. One girl though does not live there even though she was part of the crew to save Byakuren. Nazrin, our little mouse yokai, is a little too cool for the girls. Okay, that's not exactly the real reason. Now, Nazrin is a high-ranking yokai dispatched by Bisho Monten. For those who don't know who Bisho Monten is, also known as Vajrayana or Jambahala, is an actual god in Buddhist mythology. So a pretty big deal, I would say. It's because of this she doesn't generally reside at the Mirin temple and will not visit unless Sho calls upon her. She currently resides in a small self-built hut in Menzuka because of the treasure that floats in from the outside world. While it's cool we know where Nazrin is living, I would love to see Nazrin and Inosuke interact with because of the treasures they find. And there's a good chance they've already met because of Nazrin's dialogue in UFO. Number 4. When it comes to the final bosses in the series, they're unique as most of the objectives are usually not with evil intent. Like Vermilia wanted the Scarlet Mist so she can go outside in the daytime, and Yuka wanted the Saigyo Ayakashi to bloom so she can look at its cherry blossom, unaware of why it was originally sealed. There was one who broke the mold, and that was Oku. In Subterranean, her goal was to explicitly conquer the world. A very common goal for villains. I mean, she ain't exactly the smartest of the bunch, but with her kind of power, it was actually possible, until she got her ass whooped by Rainbow Marissa anyway. There's always next time, Oku. Number 3. In a previous episode, I talked about Satori stealing people's spell cards. I did mention she stole a lot, but did you know it was to the point where she actually had the most amount of spell cards to this date? Damn! Satori can really give Marissa a run for her money. But yeah, like explained in the previous video, she has one of her own spell cards and she can use any of the girls' patterns. Given that there are 6 partners, that means Satori can use 6 different sets of spell cards. We also need to add in the 4 difficulties as well. Adding all that up, Satori has about 76 bloody spell cards. Holy hell, a little intense, don't you think? The only characters who come even close to that are Kaguya with 41 cards, total and imperishable, and each of the 3 Fairies of Light individually with 40 cards total each in Fairy Wars. Not even an Immortal or 3 Fairies can compete with Satori. Number 2. Our lovely Oran loves corpses. I mean, I'd hope so given her ability. Oran's official profile lists her ability as carrying away corpses. As an ability that comes from her species as a Kasha, it is as it sounds like. The carried away corpses burn as fuel for the hell of blazing fires. Although it is a mystery why the abandoned hell of blazing fires needs to be fueled in the first place. I guess even hell needs its source. You can't keep a fire going on forever without fuel, right? Incidentally, the spirits of the corpses carried away by the Kasha become Onryu, or a vengeful spirit, and become unable to achieve nirvana. That can't be good. She can also shift between cat and human form at will. Akyu states in Symposium that her corpse carrying ability is not really a yokai-like one, but she is very good at it, using various tricks. It ain't yokai-like, but it certainly gets the job done. Much better than kicking anyway. Number 1. Now when you think of Buddhism for Touhou, there's a 99.99% chance you're going to be thinking of the girls at the temple, like Byakuren, Ichiren, Uzan, Nazrin, Sho, Kyoko, Koishi. Wait, what? Back the fuck up. Did I mention Koishi? Yes, I did. Believe it or not, our lovely Satori, and no, I'm not referring to her, is a Buddhist. Trust me, I didn't believe it until I researched it. In Symposium, while on the subject of Satori, Marissa mentioned Koishi and how she closed her mind. Byakuren is impressed by it because Koishi's thoughtlessness state was close to enlightenment, which she then invited Koishi to join the temple. and given I say that she's a Buddhist, it turned out pretty well as Koishi joined as a laywoman. Who would have thought that Koishi's thoughtlessness would equate to being a Buddhist? Well, apparently Byakuren did anyway. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Which facts were your favorite? Do you think we should have a chapter in any official work where Nazaren and Renosuke talk about their treasures? Do you think Satori has too many spell cards? Or do you think Koishi could become the perfect Buddhist? If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, or else Oran will come and take my corpse away. And that doesn't sound fun. Like always, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.